Hey guys, welcome to my tutorial on the MineFrenzy Superhero Server. Now this is a brand new server added to the MineFrenzy network. It includes a ton of custom plugins, custom items, and even a custom texture pack. So make sure to check it out. The IP will be in the description, and throughout this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to play, how to use all the custom items and plugins, as well as some advanced tips and tricks to make you better than everyone else on the server. Alright, so let's jump straight into it here by going to the spawn point. So when you first join the server with the IP in the description, you will log in right here. And that's fairly simple, like any other server. But with this server, I would highly recommend reading all the signs. If you watch this video, it's not as important because I would have covered most of it, but read the signs anyway because things might have changed. In particular, this sign right here. It says the current world border is 700 blocks around spawn in every direction. So that might change if more players join the server, or it might not change if not many players join the server, as simple as that. So that's the first really important sign there. And the rest of them here, of course, the website. Make sure to check out the website if you want more information, or to donate, vote, all that type of stuff. And on to the left here, we actually have a major change that is very different from other raiding servers. This one right here says, using water does not protect your base from TNT. Let's actually turn my sounds off real quick here. We'll just go bump straight down. And the next sign, so water doesn't protect your base from TNT. The next sign is stone brick takes 2 hits of TNT, and other things only take 1. So what that means is you want to be building your base out of stone brick, pretty much, or sand, because sand falls. Down here, potions are disabled, enchants are very rare. You can only get enchants from world bosses or events, which are going to be implemented very soon, or from the nether you can get enchanted gold swords. And to the right, one more sign, we have the texture pack, which I highly recommend installing, because as you can see, this is a superhero server, and that guy right there is Captain America. And all the other armor kits actually have totally different looks. So right here, I'm going to chuck on the diamond armor, which is the Hulk. Now, let's see what I look like when I put this on. Bam! I look legitimately just like the Hulk from the movies. It's absolutely amazing. And when I equip this armor, I also get a whole bunch of custom abilities. I get like potion effects on the side, as well as if I use like a sword, it toggles different modes and stuff. I got chat off, but basically it has a ton of custom abilities assigned to each armor class. But we'll check that out more in a second. Let's go into the next signs. Alright, so after you've installed the texture pack, it comes up in chat when you log in, or if you miss it, you can always right click the sign again. The next one is the command to get back to this point right here. In this room, the only way to get back is to die. And if no one can kill you, you have to suicide yourself. Because in this game, you cannot warp back to spawn, and you cannot use any warps at all, basically. So if you get stuck in someone's trap, you have to kill yourself, or get them to set you free, or something like that. It is a hardcore PvP server, and with this implementation of no warping, it actually makes it a lot more fun, because there's a lot more people running around outside spawn, throughout people's bases, up mountains. They're just running everywhere because they can't warp. So there's a lot more people to kill, a lot more risk involved. Alright, next thing, tutorial videos. That's where the link to this video you're watching right now will be, if you want to somehow get back to it, or you clicked it, you probably clicked it. Alright, I don't know why I'm explaining that, but in the future, and that sign will change. Alright, next sign, fields. Now this is a really important one. To make money, there is 3 ways. One way hasn't been implemented yet. It's going to be when you kill someone, you get money, but that isn't implemented yet. The only 2 ways at the moment is to go to the shops, buy farmable resources, and grow them in your base and sell them back to shops, or go to the fields. The fields is an area on the map I will be showing you very, very soon, and it basically has a ton of ores which you can mine, and they respawn every 20 minutes. And it also has a bunch of sugarcane and farm items, mushrooms, all the good stuff. And if you get the stuff from there, you can bring it back to the shop and sell it for a ton of money. Now, the reason why you can sell it for a ton of money is because the fields is actually a PvP zone. So everyone on the map knows that's where you got to go to make money. So it's a highly dangerous area. But if you do manage to get some stuff there, and if you're dominating the fields, then you can make tons of money really quick. And yeah, farming your own items is also good if you're not the best at PvP, or if it's someone's killing you there. Don't worry, just start growing them in your base. You'll still make an alright amount of money. And here are the coordinates. Spawn's coords are at 0, 0, and fields is at x500z0. So really easy to remember. There's no warp, so you just got to remember to go back to 0, 0 to get to spawn, and go to 500, 0 to get to fields. Now, I am going over the basics, the real basics, and I'm sorry for that. We will get to the more advanced stuff very soon. But here we go. If you press F3, it actually brings up the coordinates, so that's how you would find your way around. See how the X, when I move this way, it goes more negative. When I go this way, it goes positive. And the Z, when I go this way, it goes up. This way, it goes down. That's what you would walk around, and you would work out which way to go to get back at spawn, etc, etc. When you want to get rid of it, you just press F3 again. Really simple, guys, so hopefully you guys understand it all, that stuff. There's one more sign here, the /donate. I think I'll talk about that in a second. That's turn around, and this is the drop down to get into spawn, but there is tons of warning signs. See here, it says F home can only be used in this room. And that's because I said all the warps are actually gone, but when you die and you're in this room, we do allow you to warp back to your base. So if you die or suicide, you can warp back to your home, but this is the only room which you can do that. So make sure to remember that, guys. Don't jump down, go to the shops and then go, I want to warp home, but you can't. You can only do it in this room, and that encourages people to have to run the shop buys, whatever they buy from the shops, all the way to their base. Alright, next one, there's another warning about the TP commands. We'll jump down here. It's currently in beta. We're adding and adjusting things. Welcome to superheroes, and don't use your abilities in spawn. There are some abilities that affect other players, and we actually don't encourage that in spawn at all because it can interfere with them and just like knock them up or something. So just don't use your abilities in spawn and you have no problems whatsoever. Or mainly just abilities that affect other players. You can still use your jump boost to like jump over the wall or something. That's totally fine. Alright, now onto the basic layout of the spawn to teach you guys where everything's at. Right here is some basic signs that I'll show you in a second. That is the normal shops, and this is the armory. And all the other exits, they're just to go out of spawn basically. So first off, we're going to be checking out the armory. Let's jump down here. This is where you buy all your combat equipment. So we'll come down, and basically it's got all the kits in little themes for what superhero they are, and all the superheroes' weapons are at the back, and a couple of interesting items are here. Like you can buy soups, which heals 4 hearts. That's actually a 30-second cooldown now. We nerfed that a bit. And this is where you can buy diamond swords. You can buy webs, which is if you're a donator. If you donate for the Spider-Man module, you can actually use webs. And there's a Thor hammer right here. The Thor hammer is also for donators, so I'm going to show that off right now. And the way you can check out your donations, if you've already donated, or donate for them, is you type /donate. It brings up this menu, and if you click this middle one, it'll take you to the Superheroes web store, where you can actually buy these packages. If you click this one, it'll take you to all the ranks. And as you can see, we have Warrior, Knight, Legend, and Overlord. Now, they all come with custom permissions and commands and extra cool stuff. It's definitely worth donating to. We're going to be adding more and more permissions and commands the further this server progresses and the more people that join. And they're actually yellow if you have unlocked the permissions, and green if you own it. So I own Overlord, so it is currently green. If I wasn't a donator, all of these would be red and I wouldn't be able to click any of them. Or if I clicked them, it'll take me to the web store. But seeing as I have Overlord, it makes these ones yellow and this one green. So that's a little tip for you guys. And you click this one to go back. Let's check out the modules now. This is what makes this server so unique and amazing. If we click on this, we have 4 donation modules at the moment. The first one being Superman, the next one being Thor, which allows you to use the Thor hammer and also immune to lightning. Spider-Man module, which lets you shoot out spiders to help you in battle, and it also makes spiders not attack you. And you can also use that web grenade to shoot webs as Spider-Man. And Flash, That is basically the building class. It gives you super speed, super mining speed, super jump, and he basically just zooms around the map like an absolute beast. That one's really good. That'll be released very soon. And the module subscription is if you want to subscribe to all the modules, you can pay $20. And that's really just to support the server and show that you're going to be a long-time player. Because we're going to be releasing the modules, and eventually there'll be like 10 modules or something. So just paying $20 to get all of them will be worth it, but it's $20 a month. Whether you can buy them separately for $20 each, and you get them forever. So either $20 for all of them a month, or $20 each and you get them forever. And basically, just subscribe if you're really enjoying the server and you really want to help us out, because that extra subscription per month will definitely help, and it shows that people are interested in the new modules. Alright, so now that I've been talking about this, I should explain what they all do. I clicked that, and it actually played a sound. I'm going to turn my sound back on now. Let's bump it up to 50. And when I equipped that, it actually put the wool on my head. You see that, guys? When I clicked the wool, it got rid of my diamond helmet and put my Superman module on. And with the Superman module, you get 2 abilities. The first one is the Superman Leap. Boom! It flies you up in the air or whichever direction you want. And when you fall, you don't take fall damage. Absolutely amazing. That's a really popular one for getting out of traps. Now, let's check out the next one, Thor. Now, Thor actually makes him immune to lightning damage. And when you grab the Thor's hammer, you can actually summon lightning. Now, you can't do it in spawn, but I'll quickly... That's speed 5 out of here, so I can show you it working. We just got to get out of the region, and then you basically right-click, and it summons a thunderbolt. Why is it not working? Oh, I do have the Thor's module on. Let's right-click it again. Bam. Alright. There we go. See that, guys? When you left-click the Thor's module, it puts it on your head. And these are basically useless, the wall. They're just for equipping them. And you put them in your hand like this. You left-click. It makes that little noise and the stuff comes out. And then, bam! Oh, I've got chat turned off. It must have been on cooldown. Let's turn chat back up. Where is it? Multiplayer settings. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the cooldown in chat, guys. See how it says, cannot use Thor hammer for 4.2 seconds. Let's press it again. Bam! It's used it. I press it again. It'll be on cooldown. So that's a really nice ability, and you can lightning bolt people from massive distances, and it's a really cool donation perk. Let's move on to the next donation perk now. We'll turn chat off again real quick, because I don't want that interfering with my little tutorial here. Bam. Bam, bam. And sorry, this will probably be a fairly long episode, guys, because there is a lot to explain. But here we go. Next module. Spider-Man. That automatically put it on my head. I should be able to fly out where you're allowed to spawn mobs. And left-click shoots my spider minions. Have a look at that, guys. And it actually spawned a chicken. Interesting. That's a bug. Please get out of here. We do not want chickens on this server. But there we go. There are my spider minions. And they will attack people when it's nighttime. But they will not attack me unless I hit them. So they're a very useful little handy tool there. Which can help you in battle. Even shooting them into people's bases will be really annoying. So you can do that as well, guys. Encouraging, abusing. But here we go. Here's the web. And seeing as I have the Spider-Man module on, it actually lets me shoot web. Have a look at this. When I right-click, it shoots the web down like this, and it actually traps people in it, but it will despawn after like 4-something seconds. And I'm clicking it right now, but it's actually on cooldown, as you can probably tell by the chat. But basically every, I think 16 seconds it is, I can shoot web, trap people, extremely OP. So that's a really good donation rank as well. There we go. Alright, on to the next one now. /donate, I'm actually losing my voice here. Anyway, well, here is the flash module. And when you click it, it equips it on your head. And this one basically gives me speed, jump boost, and the resistance is from the diamond armor. But I can actually go at like super speed and super jump when I have this flash module installed. It's really good, and it also gives me extreme haste. So if I got a pickaxe and I was to hit a block, it would give me haste, which makes me dig quicker and quicker and quicker. So you can demolish whole bases and mine out a whole massive hole in nearly no time at all. It is extremely OP for mining, and it's also good for combat because it gives you the speed and the jump boost. Alright, we've covered the current donation modules, but as I said, more will be coming. This server is amazing, guys. It's totally custom, and we're going to keep adding stuff, but here we go. Let's go through the classes now. So right here is where you want to go, where you want to go if you want to buy the different superhero classes. Right here is leather, and it gives you Batman for $24,000, and these are the abilities. So if you right click with an axe, it'll give you invisibility for 4, or I think it's 5 seconds. If you hold right click with a sword and someone hits you, it'll teleport you behind them, which is called evade. And you actually have a few passives as well on this guy, so you don't have to press anything, but you do 2 extra hearts when you attack people from behind. So that's a good combo with evade. You hold right click, they hit you, it teleports you behind them, you backstab them, you get some extra damage. Extremely good. The next class here is Hawkeye, and Hawkeye is chain, as you can see right there. And with this ability, you basically, self-explanatory, Hawkeye uses a bow, so you get a bow which has either fire arrows or crippling slow arrows, and you toggle it by clicking left click. And right here, leap with an axe. If you hold an axe, right click, it'll leap you really far into the air to help you escape. And disengage with a sword. If you're holding the sword like this, you get hit, it'll knock you really far back in the air. That's extremely good for archers, because you bow people, they get close, block, they hit you, it knocks you back through the air, and bam, you can start shooting them again. And the passive for this guy is no fall damage, and no fall damage. Alright. Next class we move on to the Hulk, which is the diamond. Now this guy actually is extremely tanky. It's what I am now. It gives you the weakness, so you do less damage, but it also gives you resistance, so you take less damage. And if you were to left click, it would actually turn me into rage mode. Now I'm going to turn chat on real quick so you can see it in chat. See there? Rage mode has been enabled. Toggle rage mode, or normal or rage pretty much. And when you're in rage mode, you have jump boost. Oh, that's actually because of the module, but you do get a normal jump boost. Let's chuck another diamond helmet on here. Bum, bum, ba-dong. Bam. So I move, and I get speed in rage mode. I get weakness and resistance. Here we go. Bam. So rage mode tank. Now this is the tank mode, and this is where I get the resistance and weakness. I press it again. I get rid of the weakness and resistance. Instead I get speed and jump boost. So when I'm in rage mode, I jump and get extra speed to do more damage. And when I'm in tank mode, I do less damage, but also take less damage. Hopefully you guys understood that. And when I right click with the axe, it does the Hulk smash, which knocks everyone in the air up around us. It's extremely good. So that's a really good class there. On to the last 2 classes. Sorry guys, I'm trying to cover this as quick as possible, but there's so much. But here we go, Captain America. So if you buy this kit, put it on, you get these abilities. You get riposte. And basically what that does is if you right click and someone hits you within 1 second of you right clicking, so you right click just before they hit you, it'll enable riposte mode. And basically when they hit you and you're riposting, it'll give you invulnerability for like 3 seconds. So if you see someone charging at you just before they hit you, you right click, they hit you, then you become invincible for 3 seconds. It's extremely OP, and it'll just take a bit of getting used to be a pro at it, but it is really OP, because in that 3 seconds you can run at them, hit them as much as you can, and not take any damage. And the next one is the axe, which you just right click, it gives you speed, and when you hit them it slows the target. So that's for chasing kids down, that one. And that is Captain America right there. I should actually show you this armor set because it looks... Oh no, that's Captain America right there. There you go, just look at it right there. I have insufficient funds apparently as well. Alright, next one. Human Torch. This one is basically a support class. What it does is with the golden axe you can heal people with it, give them a shield pretty much. And with a sword, golden sword, you do extra damage, a ton of damage, but you're extremely weak. So if you have like someone tanking them like a diamond, you can sneak up behind them with gold and drill their house health bar so quick that they'll die and not know what hit them. But we might be buffing this one soon as well. So keep an eye out for that one. And it also tells you here, you got to buy the gold weapons to use as Human Torch, because you don't get the passive buffs if you use any other weapon. You have to use gold for that one. Alright, so there we go. Abilities and donations covered. On to the next thing, the shops. Whew, this is turning out to be quite a video, guys. But it's definitely worth watching for the first time. Hopefully I'm entertaining you guys with this commentary and explaining things. A bit fun, a bit of a twist on it. But here we go. Here is the shop, so we can buy everything you need to buy. And there is quite a lot to talk about in here, so let's get started with this section. This section is the fields items. These items are only found in fields, and the fields I will show you after I check out the shops. And basically these items here you cannot grow in your base. You can grow mushrooms, but you can't grow these three. And the reason for that is because you get them from fields, and we want the sell prices for these to be way higher than anything else. So if you go to fields, get these three resources, you can sell them for a lot right here, and you can't farm them in your base, so that allows us to put higher prices on them. So that's right here. And the mushrooms are of course used for mushroom soups. They are also found in the fields, but you can grow them yourself, but you don't make money from them obviously because you can't sell them. And at the back here is where you want to go for some quick food. I should actually get rid of that because we have disabled fishing rods because you could actually get enchantments from them. But here we go. We should also get rid of all the selling for fish. But here we go. Here's the food anyway, guys. This is where you'll buy some cheap food when you first start off, because you do start off with a Captain America kit and 10,000 bucks to spend on some food and maybe some building blocks for your base. Alright, now for this side. This side is all the extremely rare and expensive items. A little warning that water does not protect blocks from TNT. And this is where you would buy water to build your farms and things like that. And this is where you would buy lava. If you did happen to TNT into someone's base, you can chuck lava down and totally screw them over. That's how good lava is. And see this guy in chat? Hades likes to ignore us even though he won't bother for his fans subbing to him and liking. I'm not ignoring people, I'm doing videos. People don't seem to understand that he's asking questions, but that's why I'm making this video, to answer the questions, bros. You gotta understand that I'm always working on something. I am extremely busy with all of my servers. As you guys know, there's tons of things that need to be... Oh no, I clicked super secret settings! No! Where's the default one? Oh, this is going to take forever to fix. Oh no! No! I'll be right back, guys. It takes me forever to get out of this, but I'll be right back. But yeah, like that guy said in chat, make sure to understand. I'm always trying to help people, and it's just too hard to reply to everyone at once. So I'll be right back as soon as I've fixed this little accidental press of the button here. Alright guys, I'm back, and the funny thing was about that guy, as soon as I stopped recording, I found out what he wanted and I answered it, and he wanted to know where the steak was. That was literally what I was saying at the time he was posting in chat, but in my video. And hopefully he understands that there's been over a couple 100,000 people join throughout all my servers, and I've got 80,000 subscribers plus on YouTube now, and if I was to tell all of them where the steak was separately, I would probably be dead of old age. That is why I make videos like this for you guys, to tell everyone at once, get the information out as efficiently as possible. So hopefully you guys understand that. There he is right there. Hopefully he understands that. And please show your support by liking the video, helping me out. And for all of those of you who I have helped personally in chat, because there has been thousands of you, just tell everyone in the comment section below. Just tell them what I did to help you out, or tell them if I answered your email or fixed something for you. Show them that I do actually do that, because it does actually hurt a lot, everyone saying that I don't do stuff, when I put about 90% of my day into helping you guys. So make sure to do that, and let's continue with the shop prices now. So right here, we have some basic stuff that costs a lot of money. So TNT costs 32,000 for one. Now you may be wondering why it costs so much, but the reason for that is because water doesn't defend your base, and the claims on this server are actually fairly small. So 2 TNT could pretty much blow into anyone's chest room, or if you got like a stack, that'll demolish someone's base entirely. So we have to make the price high to make it not worth raiding people, unless you hate them pretty much, or if you want to hit their chest room. It makes it so people won't just randomly be launching TNT and griefing stuff for no reason. You would have to have a reason to it be worth to buy the TNT pretty much. So that's the reason behind that. And then the sand and gravel are pretty expensive because they actually fall. If you shoot a piece of TNT, it blows up the sand. The sand above it will fall down and take its place. So it is actually fairly good for building your base to chuck a layer of sand or gravel in there. That does definitely help you out. And over here is all the other random items that you might want to buy. We're going to go through them just in a little order here. We'll start off with the stone brick. Now, I highly recommend building your base out of stone brick, guys. It not only takes 2 TNT to destroy 1 stone brick, but it looks better than every other block I've seen used in the game. Please use stone brick. It looks amazing and it helps out your base. Wool is actually custom coded, so you put it at like the bottom of your traps if you don't want people to take fall damage. So if you want to be able to jump into your trap and not take fall damage, just chuck some wool at the bottom, or maybe in the middle of your base down to a chest room or something. Extremely useful. Wool reduces fall damage, really nice. Next thing, dirt. You'll need to buy some dirt if you want to be farming mycelium, because mycelium's a good way to make money. You buy 16 of them. You place them around next to dirt and the mycelium spreads to the dirt. You dig them up with the Silk Touch shovel and then bam, you got yourself some more mycelium that you can sell back to the shop and make some profits. Over here, the coal, jungle wood, cobblestone, all pretty self-explanatory until we get to the sponge. The sponge costs $100,000. And the reason for that is it is extremely OP, and I will show you what it does in a second once we head out there. Slime balls, of course, for sticky pistons. Redstone, that's for redstone stuff, of course. And here are all the ores that you can get from fields or by mining, so you can sell them for a pretty good price, and you can also buy them if you want to make tools or swords or anything like that. We've got emeralds that you can get from in the fields. Bam, sell them there. All the farmable items that you might want to be farming. Now, all of these items, you can't make automatic farms, and that's what's so good about it. You literally, if you invest 1 hour into farming, you get 1 hour of profits out of it. So it won't be people making huge automatic farms. It'll be if you invest the time, you get the rewards, pretty much. So you'll buy some here, you'll grow a farm in your base, you'll sell it by clicking on these signs. Really easy. Right here is just some enchantments, mainly for the shovel if you're farming mycelium, but you might want to get another enchantment on your pickaxe or something if you're trying to spruce up your base with some Silk Touch, or you just want to do it a bit quicker with efficiency and breaking. So that's really nice. And that's pretty much the whole shop's done. So hopefully you guys understood that. Oh, actually, there is one room. This is the nether items, where if you go to the nether and you get some good items, you can come down here and sell it, as well as some random other blocks that are used for building or nether wart farming. So they're just down there. Don't forget about them, guys. I nearly did. We'll head back up here and we will check out why the sponge is so OP. Right there is the cheese of life, otherwise known as the sponge. Well, that guy's using his flame ability there. But yeah, if you right click, let's go game mode 0. If we right click this, it boosts us up into the air. And you can use this in your base, and if you land on it, you do not take fall damage. Also, when you left click it, it regens all your hunger. So you don't have to waste food, because food is actually fairly rare on this server. So if you invest on chucking a cheese of life in your base, bam, you never have to get food or waste food again while you're in your base. Nice little addition there, so really nice pickup. Over here, we've got the command /donate to check out the modules, and please remember, guys, all of these ranks and modules, you cannot use them unless you've donated. They turn green when you have donated. They'll be red if you haven't donated. So I need to turn my sound back down again. I don't know how loud that is for you guys, but it's pretty loud for me. Let's bump that back down. And here, if you turn hostile creatures down, you get less sound effects. So if you don't like the grunting and the ability sound, you just turn hostile creatures down, and it fixes that problem for you. Really, really simple there. And now we're on to the good stuff. We are out of spawn. Literally, this is the end of the basic tutorial. Let's move on to the advanced stuff now. We'll go game mode, and I will show you some basic commands, but you can read all these signs right here. This is just reminding people about the fields and telling them not to camp spawn. You're allowed to stand at the front of spawn, but you're not allowed to follow people. So if a noob joins a server, they want to run out, let them out of the base. Do not follow them. If they run out here and they realize you're going to kill them, they run back in, and then they go to escape out the back or one of the sides, don't follow them. If they want to escape and they're a new player, do not camp them. But if they're coming out here to fight you, fair enough, go at them, fight them as much as you want. Even though this isn't the best place to fight, of course, because they can always run back in here and become safe. So that's a little thing. It's not the best to fight near spawn. The whole map is basically a PvP zone on this server, and that's what makes it so good. But what we're going to do now is we're going to check out the fields. The fields is 500 blocks in this direction. It is at 500, the coordinates. Bam, we're here. Here is the fields, guys, and it is protected. You cannot build inside the fields, but you can PvP. Now, if you have a look from here, this basically shows all the different resources. Here is the pumpkins and melons. Over there, pumpkins and melons. Over there, mushroom farm. In the middle is where all the ores are. And here is the sugar cane. Now, we'll get a closer look at this. We'll just quickly fly down. Mushroom farm. They respawn every 20 minutes. You go down there, harvest them. Over here, pumpkins and melons. They respawn every certain amount of time. Harvest them. Over here, more pumpkins and melons. Looks like someone just harvested them then. And sugarcane right here and down the stairs for more sugarcane. And this hasn't been farmed in a while. This will be some good money down here for whoever grabs it. Really nice money. All the things in fields make you a ton of money. So right there is where you want to go. And I would suggest building your base either next to fields or near spawn. Or if you want to be really safe, there's actually nether portals, but I'll show that last. For now, let's focus on the fields. So when you get here, you want to try and farm all the resources and get safely back to your base or spawn to sell them. And down here is where all the good stuff is, and it is the hardest to escape. As soon as you enter this mine or the mine over there, you can mine basically minerals. So right here there was iron, but after you mine it, it actually turns into bedrock. And if I click it and turn chat off for a second, or on, bam, see that? It says the iron ore has already been mined. See? And it should say a cooldown as well. It doesn't tell a cooldown to me because I'm OP, but it'll tell you a cooldown, like it'll respawn in whatever amount of minutes. Here's some right here. You mine it up, bam, it turns into obsidian, or not obsidian, bedrock, and it'll respawn. See how it says in chat? Coal ore will respawn in 30 minutes. So that's what you want to do. There's diamonds down here, there's iron, there's gold, there's a ton of good stuff, and this is where you'll want to go to mine all your goodies. It is a massive maze and mine down here. It'll highly benefit you to learn where everything is. I will give you a little tip. Not many people know about this, but there is a hidden diamond under the water here. Look at that, guys. People didn't know about that, did they? I'm not even going to mine it. I'm going to leave it here. Join the server, guys. Get that diamond. People do not know about it. And 2 diamonds will make you a diamond sword, which is worth like 10, 20k. So it's extremely valuable. So make sure to get that diamond, guys, if you do come mining. There is more hidden diamonds, but I'll leave them for you to find for yourself. I'm going to head out here, and I'm going to explain a few more little things that I remember as I'm going. The gold armor, if you actually jump in lava, you are immune to fire damage, because you're the human torch, of course. And you do more fire damage with your gold sword. And if you jump in lava, it regenerates your armor, and you don't take damage. So gold armor is actually extremely good for when you're in the fields. Because if someone's coming, you're just like, stuff it, I don't care, see you later. And you just jump straight into the lava, and you just swim under here and hide for a while. And then you can come out, fight them in the lava, shoot them with an arrow, I don't know. But it's a really nice little perk being immune to lava damage. And in the nether, it's extremely good as well. That's why gold armor is so OP in the nether. But yeah, so that's that explained. There's 2 more things about the server to explain. One of them is base building. The next one is nether portals. So I'm going to cover the base building first. Alright, So, this is a perfect example of a terrible looking base. It's starting to look a bit better, but it was very terrible a few days ago. And this is an example of a good looking base. They incorporated all the different elements of this custom server. They made it out of stone brick so it takes more damage. They built a trap around the outside because if people fall in here, they're actually trapped and they can't get out. So you can run out and kill them pretty much if they're trapped in your trap. And down here, they actually put wool. So if they're getting chased, what they'll do is they'll run in to their own trap. They'll fall down here so they don't take fall damage, and then they'll jump down through this trapdoor into their base. Now, I probably shouldn't have shown that, but I'm sure that they won't mind. But that's the basic concept, and they have used all the elements of this server into their base. It is extremely good. Now, I will actually show you why it's so high, this base. And the reason for that is... they are growing mycelium. They are making a massive mycelium farm to make some extra cash. And that's why their base is so tall. But that design is basically what all bases should look like. Don't copy it exactly. Like, they could have used sand to be even more protected. They could have centered things. They could have made a less obvious trap to try and get some more people to accidentally fall in. There is a ton of things you could do. You got to be creative, build creative traps. It's a really strategic server. This server is all about positioning of your base, your traps, your ways to save yourself, like jumping down there. All these little things add up and they end up getting you a lot of kills and a lot of respect on the server. Having a good base, a good income, a good trap. If you're smarter than someone, you build a smarter designed base, you can beat them. It's really nice. And over here is an alright designed base as well. They copied their design a bit, but sure, it looks alright. And they got a wall around their base. I normally wouldn't recommend that because it doesn't let people get trapped. You normally want people to fall in and get trapped. This way, it's pretty hard to get in, and if they did, they'll know they're going to be trapped. No one's going to fall for that. But yeah, so make sure to keep those ideas in mind, guys. Build a well-designed base. Use sand, stone brick. Build some good traps, some good things around the outsides to help you in your PvP. It'll really help experience a server, and it'll stop the server looking so bad. If the whole server looked like this, it'd look like a perfect city and it would be absolutely amazing. So I encourage people to do that a ton. Alright, what else is there? I'm going to show off the nether portals. So there's two nether portals. There's one right here. And I'm going to go inside this nether portal. This will take me to the nether, and you can actually make some alright money in the nether. This portal was my previous portal that it was supposed to go to, but it looked like a gas blew it up. But anyway, see how the portal just moved a centimeter? Anyway, when you spawn in here, you can fight mobs, get some good gold, and as well as that, it is a good way of transporting yourself throughout the nether. Because if we go just over here, and we run across this bridge, this will actually take us to the other side of the map. Because one block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld, and seeing as the overworld is only 700 by 700, this portal right here will take us to the opposite side of the map. Have a look at this. We are now at negative 500. As you know, the fields is at positive 500. So if we're at negative 500, we moved 1,000 blocks across to the other side of the map, and basically that's what it's used for. It's used for transport. Sorry, just burped there. We're thinking of adding more nether portals, but for now there's 2. So if you build a base over here, this guy's pretty smart. He can jump through this, go to the fields, get his resources, go back in the nether portal and be 100% safe back at his base. He didn't have to walk very far, and his base is also really far away from everyone else's, so he has a little bit of an advantage. You're less likely to be TNT. So I think that's pretty much it. That's all I had for now. Please remember that there is no spawn warping commands. You have to, it's pretty simple. I mean, people are just used to warping because what other servers have implemented. But in default Minecraft, you can't warp or anything, so it's basically like default Minecraft. You walk out, you build your base, you raid other people, you go to fields, get some money, store it in your base, you transport the money back to, or the items back to spawn to sell them in the shops. And then you got to transport the items you buy back to your base without being killed. It adds a whole new element of PvP excitement. and a little bit of intense battles, because you have a lot more to lose on this server, because it's a lot harder to do things, because you can't warp. So keep that in mind, guys. Watch the video again. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to post in the comment section below. Please chuck the video a like. Join the server, guys. I guarantee you won't regret it. If you like PvP, this is the server for you. We are going to be constantly updating it and giving it new features, new donation modules, new kits. We're thinking of adding a girl one in. If you mix like diamond armor with gold armor, it'll give you like a girl's abilities. We have no idea. We're Catwoman or something. There's tons of ideas we have going, and we're literally custom coding it, so this will be the best server in the history of anything. Make sure to check it out, guys. mc.minefrenzy.com in the description, and I'll see you later.